for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad question.
Hey, Rashad.
Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. Today we have a very, very special guest in the building. When you're talking about that Southern playlistic sound, when you're talking about soul, when you're talking about just boom bap, when you're talking about whatever you want to talk about, but just some good head nodding hip hop, easygoing music. We got one of them ones in the building right now. We got a producer, executive producer, an artist, a creative, a man who creates his own world from South Georgia or dominating in South Georgia and everything like that, moving on up into the city. SoloSolo in the building. Solo, how you doing?
Yo, what's good, man? What's going on, man?
Man, I can't call it. Okay. So we had this conversation, but before you got on, I haven't heard the new album yet because I wasn't in Atlanta to go to the album listening party. Hope it went well, everything like that.
It did.
So Solo Zay is your artist name.
Yeah, Solo Zay is my artist name.
Every song says produced by SoloSolo. The album is exactly produced by SoloSolo. So who is SoloSolo and who is Solo Zay?
Technically, they're really the same person, but at the end of the day, I like the name SoloSolo as a producer because I'm able to like separate the beats from the raps. So basically, I just use the Solo Zay as the rap name. So I'm like, okay, this is different. This a stick. Okay, my name's Solo, but let me incorporate what my middle name is. So I go by Zay from time to time. So I put Solo and Zay together, and then I came up with SoloSolo with the acronym because it just stuck with me. And SoloSolo stands for sense of life's objective, sense of life's obstacles. You know, I know the task at hand to get to where I need to be at in life, and I know it's gonna be bumps along the way and bumps in the road, but that's what makes us who we are. You know, we can keep going and we can overcome it. So yeah,
100%. So SoloSolo is like Larry Fisherman,
basically.
type deal. Okay, bet. So like, first of all, the beats is crazy, bro. Like,
thank
the
you,
beats
bro.
is always crazy.
Thank you, bro.
What I've checked out and everything, but before we did the interview, I made sure I went back over and stuff like that. Since I didn't get to, hear the album and everything.
Yeah.
And the beat is just like, where's your like production inspiration coming from and things of that sort?
Man, honestly, bro, listen to a lot of Wu-Tang, man, and listen to a lot of like beats like that because my pops from up north. So that's another one of the reasons I rap too, because I come from a musically inclined family. So it's basically like just growing up since the year I was born, first album I ever heard was Jizzle Liquid Swords. And to this day, Jizzle's one of my favorite lyricists, man. And the production on that, it just go crazy, bro. So the RZA snapped on that. So I just be listening to a lot of stuff like that, sampling, and then with me being born and raised in the South, so it's like I'm able to incorporate that soulfulness into the boom bap.
Exactly. That's exactly what I got from it. Just hearing the music, as I said in introduction, it's like you had like the Southern flow and everything like that.
Yes, sir.
Like kind of like an easygoing, almost Texas type of deal, but it was like the bop of a Kanye West over the beats of, like you said, up north. Like,
that's real.
Yeah, I described it correctly. That was it.
Yo, that's real. That's
the thing is though, that's crazy.
Yeah,
is Uncle Al.
Yeah,
he from Florida.
I know that.
Yeah, Alchemist is from Florida.
Bro, I just seen somebody wearing an Out. That's crazy. I seen an Out shirt last night, bro. I just said shout out to Uncle Al, man.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I get this right now. But yeah. You're saying what you say about Alchemist?
I can't wait to meet Uncle Al, man. It's gonna be cool. I think his birthday like 2 days before mine. Yeah, so it's just gonna be vibing.
Do you think he's at the top of the game right now?
Yes, I know for a fact he is, man. Ain't nobody collabing and doing albums like him, man. And the way he embraces like the underground and he understands the sounds and stuff, bro. That's a man that's just willing to work, bro. And I'm like that too. I'm willing to work, put in the work to get to where I need to be at in life, So that's how I always feel, man. He been around for ages, bro.
Yeah, no. I've been around since Prodigy and them.
No, facts, bro. The first beat I ever heard about him was "Hold Me Down," bro. And then he got a track with 3 6 Mafia too, bro. I can't remember what it was, but that track go crazy too.
Yeah, it's one of their more popular songs.
For real, yeah, facts.
Yeah, but he's from. I looked it up, and I think he is from Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, so like LA.
Yeah, LA. West
Yeah,
Coast.
that's solid. Yeah, that's solid, bro. But you would have thought he was from,
New
bro.
York.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it
Jersey.
be, bro. That's how it be. Crazy you said Jersey, bro. That's where my pops from.
Yeah, my pop's from Jersey too.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
What part of your pops from?
Uh, East Orange.
East Orange? Okay.
East
My
Orange,
pops,
Newark area.
he from South Jersey. He from Trenton.
I ain't never heard of Trenton. What it
You
is
never
like?
heard of Trenton, New Jersey?
Like, what is it? Like, is it like the? Nah, I
It-
thought. What's the capital?
That's a good question. It might be Newark. If
Newark,
I
Newark
had
is the capital. No, Newark is the capital,
it
man. It's
is, it
crazy.
is. Okay,
It's
okay,
crazy,
bet.
bro. I should know this, bro. I've just been indulging in a lot of other things, bro. I used to be in like the geography bee back in
It's
school,
Trenton.
man.
It's
It's
Trenton,
train.
bro.
Oh, it's train.
Trenton.
Wow, it's crazy. I
Yeah, it's
should know these
Trenton.
things.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. It's
that's
Trenton.
like Alabama, bro. People think Birmingham is the capital, bro. It's literally
It's Mobile.
Montgomery.
Is
No,
it? It's Montgomery.
it's
Oh
Montgomery,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
I knew it
Yeah,
started with an M. I lived
yeah.
in Alabama 2 years.
For a facts, bro. I lived there too for like a
Yeah,
couple of years. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But
yeah.
coming from South Georgia, man, like kind of what was that entire upbringing like and stuff like that being in South Georgia?
Man, it was pretty good, man. It was like nothing really to do, but the way we looked at it was, hey, we outside. I feel like we was that last generation to be able to go outside and stand by the green box and chill and hang out with the homies, shoot some basketball and stuff. But yeah, man, it was good, but at the same time, man, we came in an age where people will fight, and they live to see another day. So times have changed with that. But yeah, man, it's gotten a lot more rough now. It was rough then, but it's gotten a lot more rougher now. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool, man. Family, tight knit community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the ones you go down the street and do some uh Auntie Cross Street gonna know.
For sure, for
But it
sure,
was
for sure.
good. And man, before we continue to talk about South Georgia, man, justice for my boy Kendrick Johnson, man. Long live
Oh yeah,
KJ,
yeah,
man.
KJ.
Yeah, long live KJ.
Did you go to school with KJ?
Nah, man, we was in the same class though, like the graduating
Yeah.
class. Yeah, I know people that went to school with him. Like my best friend is his cousin.
So, oh man, so
Yeah.
did you go to you went to Valdosta?
Nah, man, I ended up moving to Middle Georgia. So basically,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, I was getting into some behavior issues, man, and I ended up moving a little bit to Middle, like the Macon and Warner Robins area.
so you were but when you were in Valdosta, like what school you would have went to? Lowndes?
Yeah, I would have went to Valdosta High. My entire family went to
Okay,
Valdosta
okay.
High.
So you would have
Yeah,
went to the city school, not
yeah, I
the
would have
county.
went to the city school, not the county, man.
Okay, okay, bet. And then
Hey, we couldn't afford that. That's the little joke. Hey, that's a joke we be having, man. Because I'm from the south side of Valdosta, man. The
yeah,
Woodgate, south
yeah.
side 807, Brenda Woods, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, for sure, for sure.
yeah,
I'm your age, so it's like when you said that, I like identified with everything you said. The main
yeah,
thing that stands out to me though, like I know the part for us up in kind of the more
yeah,
suburban city and stuff like that in Atlanta of like where the change happened, the shift happened. For
yeah,
you, without kind of influencing your answer, I want to know what yours is, and then we can go from there.
for sure.
So where do you think the shift happened
Like the shift with like what's going on with
with
culturally
violence, like
with
of it
violence. Man, I
going
literally, I literally
from
just
from
spoke about that.
fighting to
Yeah, I just spoke about that at my listening party, man. Like they had to remind me, bro, because once I start getting deep into how I feel, man, and just like pouring my heart out, man, I just feel like it just changed with the music, man. A lot of music, man, and a lot of people, man, and you know, I feel like the music that you listen to can definitely motivate you to do a lot of terrible things. And there's a lot of rappers that's promoting a lot of bad stuff that's going on, that's influencing. I remember hearing a story, this was before I was born, but back when Tupac, I think his first album had happened, they said somebody guy had killed a cop or something, just because he was listening to Tupac album and he tried to sue Tupac. And he said it influenced him. I said, ain't no way, my boy. I said, ain't no way you listen to some music. But that's just me. To each his own. I have my own mind, so I'm be able to do my own thing. But to others, they'll listen to it. It's like a lot of rappers have cult followings, and the things that they say, they're gonna take it and they're gonna run with it.
Man, music is such a powerful thing. Shout out to my brother D1, as well as
Facts.
always,
Facts.
really changing the culture and stuff. Because it's like you got
Yeah.
to think, bro. Like at a base level, just the vibrations of
The
the stuff that
vibrations.
that we feel just from the
Yeah.
music and the sounds and stuff that
Yeah.
influences us. That
Yeah.
influences our minds and shapes our minds. See, for
Facts.
people like you and me, like I say, like
Yeah.
okay, we born in '95. Okay,
Facts.
so it's like we old enough to like decipher. Because I'll tell you where the shift happened for us up there in the city and the suburbs. Because I'm from
Yeah.
the suburb, like I said, of Atlanta. I'm from Marietta, and it's like Marietta was Marietta. You know, like we had kids fight, we had food fights. You know,
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
kids. Like it's a suburb, but it's still bad black kids. Like we in Atlanta,
Yeah.
so like even though it's the suburbs, it's a lot of black people that live on the outskirts of the city of Atlanta because
Yeah.
Atlanta's a black city. Anyways, so the shift happened when 10th, 11th grade, bro.
Yeah.
When one man who was our age as well in Chicago dropped. When he popped, when Chief Keef popped, everything
Oh
changed.
no, I agree with you, bro. Chief Keef,
Everything
yeah,
changed,
he
bro.
did.
That's
Yeah.
where it went from like food fights and
Yeah.
piss to like everybody
Yeah.
talking about guns and drilling, bro.
Yeah, man. Cheeky had them boys acting like they was the toughest thing around, man. I understand.
But
I'm telling you.
the thing is, though, what I saw for real time in front of my face is I saw Marietta go from a place where the people in the city was just laughing, oh, it's suburb, to where it was like kids was acting like you say, like the Chief Keef.
Yeah.
They start trapping, they start doing this, everything like that.
Yeah.
But it's like it got to a point where it got real after a while. It's like
Yeah.
if you act something, you know how they say like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
That's literally
Nah.
what it
That's
became in
basic.
Marietta. It was like they was faking it, and then you
Nah.
keep faking it long enough, you gonna actually become that. And now,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we got some crazy kids in Marietta. We got crazy kids in Austell. We got crazy kids in Mapleton. We
Oh,
got crazy
still.
kids in Smyrna. And I'm so serious. I'm telling you,
Bruh, I
like
believe it.
them kids is crazy
But
now.
them folks be
It,
ready to psych out, ain't
but I'm
they?
saying it all started from
Yeah.
all about nobody, something on nobody, yeah. Where you get,
Trump beating.
you know what I'm saying? When he
Yeah.
came with that, I feel like I'm Kobe. Like when that
Uh,
drop, when Don't Like pop, bro. When
yeah.
Kanye dropped on Don't Like, it was over with, bro.
Yeah, man. It's crazy to me, bruh. Like, how can you go from this to, man, like, bruh, south side of Valdosta, bruh, is like really poverty, like stricken, bro. Like, it's like one of the poorest sides of Valdosta, bruh. We don't even call it the mud, we call it the dirt.
Golly.
So when you come up out that dirt, man, bruh, it's something serious, bro. Like, and I try to do my best to educate myself to continue to grow, you know what I'm saying? And stay out of that mindset. Because you got people that's well educated, got all their degrees, but like to kick it in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They want
Bruh,
to get
but you
that
know where that
feeling,
goes back
bruh.
to? It goes to
Right.
the media.
Facts, bruh. I
Because it's
know.
like as black people, I feel like
Yeah.
black people feel like an obligation to
Yeah.
okay, in order for me to be black, I gotta act like this. I gotta go like this. I gotta move like this.
Nah, bruh.
Because if not, people not gonna look at you as black. Like it's wild, and it's like
Yeah, it's
so you
crazy,
feel that
bro.
pressure. If you
Heck yeah.
care, you gonna end up falling into that trap. You gonna start faking it, and then what you gonna
You
do
gonna
after a
become
while?
it.
You gonna
You go,
become it.
you gonna become it,
Now,
bruh.
now you
Like,
heard, like you say, you went to college. You know what I'm saying. You ain't finished, but you went.
but you ain't even make it to the next level off that college football scholarship. But why you want to try it now?
Oh man, don't get me started on that. That's what's my boy name? NK Slat over there in
Yeah,
Birmingham. He
that's
did
so
that whole
funny.
skit on it, man. How
Why you
athletes
want to try
become.
it now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%, man. Like,
Yeah,
um,
man, that's
but
crazy to me,
for
bro.
some people, it worked out for them though. I'm not even. Gonna lie.
Facts, bruh.
For
I'm
some
t-
people, it worked out for them. They
but
end up, you know, what I'm saying, doing the whole
Bro,
thing.
what's the one Boys in the Hood? The dude that pulled up and shot Ricky. They say
Man,
he was a good kid, man, and then he let his role get to his head. He ended up like going to jail or something, or getting murdered or something, bro. Like he
yeah.
actually became that character, bro. Like it be stuff like that, bro.
Oh,
He,
in real life,
yeah, in real life, bro.
the,
Like
the
literally,
dude who shot Ricky and Boys in
yeah,
the Hood killed somebody in
yeah,
real life.
yeah, bro.
Oh,
Facts,
that's
he
crazy.
did, yeah. Like he got down with a gang and everything, bro. He just like changed, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, bro, you are who you keep around you, bro. I got homies in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like I got people that's like you know, trying to get their way out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll do whatever it takes. You feel me? And it's like when you get out and you make that money, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to pull up and show them, bro, like, hey, this is how you live. But do you want to stay there all the time? Hell no, bro. And a lot of people do that, bro. A lot of people in our community do that, bro. All because they want to show how real they are, bro. And I don't understand that, bro. If you real, you ain't gotta say you real. You ain't gotta floss and flex, bro.
I just looked it up. This man died at 36.
Oh, you looked it up? I told you,
Yes,
bro. I knew it,
Floyd
bro.
Avery,
Bro,
a
I be
real
up.
life killer.
Dog, I be up, bro. I was saying last night, bro. Man, shout out to the homies Mike, Niante, Sideshow, all them boys. Shout out Mercury. That's my girl. I love her.
Shout out Merc for
Shout
sure.
out Merc, man. Y'all killed it last night, man, for sure. But yeah,
Oh, you went. You went to Mike's show.
yeah, that's fam, bro. I love them.
Yeah, because you said I had to go to my homie show, and then you said Mercury, and then I was like, wait, Mercury on tour with Mike right now, especially like in
Yeah,
Atlanta. I
yeah,
didn't, bro. See, I was thinking about coming back home
yeah,
for like the half a week because it's like
for
because you
real.
got last night you had the Mike show. WNBA camp starts today, so I could have went to Dream practice today,
Facts.
and then
Yeah,
on Tuesday night is Kendrick. So I was like, dang, I could really do that
yeah,
for real, but I've been
yeah.
going home too much lately, so I'm
Hey
like,
man, I'm
let me
proud of you,
chill here.
bro. Keep stepping how you stepping, bro.
Bro,
Keep
bro,
going up,
I
family.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Bless
But this
up.
is insane though. Like this is insane side note. Like this is insane. I did
Yeah,
not know this.
I told you, bro. I told
That's
you.
crazy. Okay. But yes. First of all, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate the words and everything like that.
yeah,
But yeah, man, like Mike is up there. I feel like
yeah,
he's up. I was just listening to Saba's album again because I've
yeah,
finally kind of given it a chance. When it first came out, I was
yeah,
still stuck on music. I was still
yeah,
stuck, Cardi and stuff like that. But now I'm like getting a chance to really sit with it and
yeah,
appreciate it for what it is. I think it's up there for album of the year right now.
yeah. You like me? I like to digest albums, man. I
Yeah,
support all the homies, man. If you
yeah.
black and you getting into it, bro, and you making a way to live, bro, you got my support, fam. And you
No,
doing it the right
100%.
way, righteously. You know, you got
100%.
my support.
Okay, well, speaking of that, kind of easing just like into you kind of taking a little hard left or whatever.
Mm,
We just spoke about it with a real life example, but your music is obvious that it's very conscious, like you're thinking
yeah,
about what you're saying and what the messages that you're portraying.
yes, sir.
It's very kind of like positive and uplifting, and empowering as opposed to just
Yeah,
empty bars, empty
yep,
calories,
yep,
a lot of times we get the empty calories, and I feel like there's a place for empty calories. Like I
yeah.
said, music is one of my favorite albums of the year. Like I love
Facts.
what Cardi be doing
Yeah,
sometimes. Like even though
yeah,
it'd be too weird, sometimes I love it. But at the same time, it's like
yeah.
it gets to a point sometimes where you just be like, okay, but who talking about something? and
Facts,
so
bro. That's how
and
I
so
feel.
yeah. I just want to kind of go to you about that, about like why did you choose to do something impactful and not just put out empty calories music and stuff like that, and what keeps you there as opposed to just well, let me just do a type of record.
Nah, bruh. Back when I was in high school, man, they used to like be like, bruh, why your beat sound like video games? I used to be like, bruh, like this is something like that I like to do. That was like in the 2010s, bro, like 2011, 12, when they was telling me that. And fast forward to this day, bro, what the beat sound like?
It's the thing now. Your sound sounds like the sound that like fits. Like when you think about like when you're
Yeah,
talking about Alchemist is like the hottest producer right now.
yeah,
And then like you say, you got guys like Mike. You got guys
yeah.
like like Boldy James. The whole
Shout out
Alchemist kind of
Bodie.
umbrella. Larry June, like
Yeah,
everybody, bro. So it's just like
yeah.
that's the whole thing. But
And yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, continue. My bad.
all right, no, my fault, fam. We was talking, but like I said, bro, like what with the beats and everything, I shifted my focus on my raps too, bro. Like I done did that whole trying to say, oh man, I got these girls and stuff. Cause a lot of dudes that rap like they got girls. Man, I ain't had no girl in high school, bro. I ain't had no female, but I ain't had no. But my last girlfriend was back when I was high school. I think my relationship ended right before I went to high school. I ain't have no girl, man. I ain't have no girlfriend. Man, I ain't have nothing in high school, bro. I told myself, I'll take your girl, man. I ain't talking, bro. I'm just focused on graduating and trying to get this music going. But nah, bro, they heard my raps. They said, bro, you can rap, bro. You kind of sound like RP Dobie. They was like, you sound like Dobie, bro. And I was like, nah, bro. But then somebody was like, yo, bro, you need to talk about like trapping and like doing all that, bro. It's hard with the trap beats. And they was like, you need to change your name from Solo to Big Goop. I said, who? They was like, yeah, man, go by Big Goop. I said, man, I ain't going by that. So, and I had a conversation with my pops, and once again, hip hop head right there, you know. And he just said, man, do what's right. Cause my dad, he used to always tell me, man, you need to focus on your craft. You need to, heighten your vocabulary. So the way he would do that for me is to basically read comic books. And I read comic books, and if it's a word I don't understand, he'll have me read the dictionary and write it out. So that's how I got better with my vocabulary, and I just started implementing that into my sound and me rapping and stuff. Cause I say some very conscious things, and I have somebody be like, "Dang, what did you just say?"
No, it's
so,
definitely a beautiful thing. Go ahead, Solo.
so that's why I chose that route, family. That's why I said, man, I want people to listen to the music, actually think about what I said. Like I said, I just had to look inside just to find a sight, truly speaking from within.
Yes, sir. I ain't expect that. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'll tell you. What I want to say, it's like you said, woman, for example. I got
yeah,
all these girls. I take a girl. Da, 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 da. The way that you approach it is kind of like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we're having these problems right now. How
hmm
can we communicate better? How can we
yeah,
fix this? Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
I know things didn't work out, but I'm kind of missing you right now. I'm thinking about you right
hmm
now. And if his raps is raps, like players mess up, I'll
yeah,
take what I messed up with this time. I'll make note of it, and I'll become a better man for the future. Like I don't know. I just feel like that's a more realistic
bro.
way of breaking down women in music as opposed
Facts,
to I
bro.
take your girl, smash your girl. Because you live that lifestyle after a while, bro.
Yeah, you do.
You're gonna be like, all right, bro. Like
I don't want to be a player no more.
100%. I'm like,
But
it's like, dang, when did I turn 32?
yeah, facts, bro. Nah, bro. See, I'm up there now, bro. I'm on aunt status now,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, no. That's what I was saying. We the same age, bro. Like I'm 30, bro. Like I'm 95 too. So it's like,
Hey, my
yeah.
contemporary jazz album coming soon, man.
Ah, introspective jazz
Yeah,
album from
yeah. I say
Solo
contemporary
coming
art, like
soon.
contemporary art, contemporary jazz album from Solo.
All right, bro. So the thing about Mike that gets me about Mike is when I found out
Yeah.
this man's age, like
Oh,
first time,
soul.
yeah, like kid is like
Yeah,
25, he like 26.
yeah, yeah.
I guess just how did you and Mike connect and things like that, and what y'all was doing?
Man, I met Mike like what is it, 20? I met him in 2023, bro. Like at the masquerade. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to always like I discovered his music in 2022, and I started listening to I saw somebody posted on like Twitter. I was like, yo, bro, I DM that person, yo, who is this? And it was like, that's Mike. And I looked him up and I was like, oh yeah, bro, fire. And I see
Yeah,
he was on tour. I said, man, I'm gonna pop out, man. And I said, I got a good feeling about this. I'm in the crowd turned up, man, because I love hip hop, I love rap, man. And his beats was
man.
banging. So when he started playing like Number Days and they had the crowd
Yeah.
jumping up and down, dog, I'm a big dude. You see me, I'm a tall big dude, bro. You see me, bro. I went straight, I'm jumping up and down, bro. I went to the front and like almost like caused a mosh pit, turned up, bro. Turned up in the back, jumping up and down, bro. And then at the end of the show, they was leaving and they was packing up to leave out. So I end up walking up to him. Yo, what's going on, bro? Like, you know me, bro. I said,
Yeah.
yo, what's going on, bro? And me and being the same height, I'm like, yo, what up, fam? Like,
He said me and him being the same height.
like, yo, he was like, yo, I'm like, bro, we sample a lot. Like, I didn't even know, bro. Like, some of the songs he sampled, I've sampled before. And I was like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, I did that one. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, for sure, bro. And I was like, man, I'm gonna see you again. And then, like, I say that to every artist, bro, because I want to be able to use that to fuel me and motivate myself. Be like, yeah, you gonna see me again. Speaking into existence, put it out there into the world, the universe. And I said, you gonna see me again next year? See me again. Just built the connection of family, you know.
Yeah.
And then I end up meeting Tay. Now y'all Tay, make sure y'all check his music out too, bro. He just dropped the album
Shout out to
too.
Tate for sure. Yeah, Tate just
Yeah,
dropped on Friday.
yeah, he did, bro. And it's
I ain't been
hard.
able to listen because I was
Yeah.
working the NFL draft.
Oh,
But
for sure.
Tay drop on Friday. Zucchini drop in Atlanta
Yeah,
and stuff like that. He's one of the younger guys in Atlanta
for
popping and stuff
sure.
like that. So those are
Yeah.
two big ones that I got to listen to this weekend.
Yeah, go check that out, bro. We was just chopping up about that, bro. He said he produced majority of those beats. I said, boy, you fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, boy, you fine. But
I
yeah,
love the
man.
joint he has with Mercury, bro. The jelly one.
Oh yeah, that's hard for
Yeah.
sure. Hey, check out my boy Side Show too, man. They hold
Shout out
10K, bro.
Side
They hold 10K, bro. Just fine, bro. Like I was saying that last night, bro. I was like, nobody sounds alike, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Is
hard.
excuse me. Is Castillo a part of them or is he just like affiliated with them?
I don't know who that is.
The Casio.
Oh, El Custo.
Custo. Yeah, Custo.
Custo.
Excuse me.
That's they fan. I met him last year too. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
got them up. Yeah, cool people, man. I love meeting them, bro, because like I said, bro, I'm a type of person like, man, these people just like me. We know we vibe and laugh and cutting jokes, you know, just us just vibing, bro, building the bond and the connection, bro. Cause I'm a person that gets fueled by stuff like that, you know?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to Mercury, like what's your relationship like with Mercury? And also when
Yeah.
did you just in general move up to the city?
Fam, I moved to the city like 4 years ago. This year made
Mm,
5. So yeah, man,
Congratulations.
it's a bro. I'm up here for a reason, bro. God got me, bro. Like literally, I got stuck up here, bro. My car broke down, and I end up just, working my way up, bro. Working my way up, moving with a purpose, man. And my passion just drives me, bro. But yeah, that's what happened, bro. And my relationship with Mercury, man, I love her, man. Genuine soul, man. Good water signs, vibes, man. So she know what's going on, man. I'm sorry, Merc, if you watch this, I'm so sorry I showed her late. She's like, you so fake. I'm so sorry, friend. I'm sorry.
You missed her set?
I miss her set, bro. I miss her set
No.
yesterday,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie to you. Okay, so look,
Yeah,
Anicia was opening up for Kalani, right? And they invited me
yeah,
to the Kalani show. I
yeah,
said, bet I have to go to support family. Nicia,
yeah.
right? Nini.
Nini.
So, bro, I'm at the time I'm working in West Midtown. So
Yeah,
I'm walking from my job to
yeah,
Phillips Arena to State Farm Arena now. So I
yeah,
walked there about 30 minutes because I thought the show for Kalani was in State Farm Arena. I walk up
yeah.
State Farm Arena 30 minutes later. It's empty. Lights off. Ain't nobody
Dang.
walking up there. Doors locked. I check my phone. Kalani, Atlanta.
Dang.
They say the Lakewood Amphitheater. I was like,
Went to the wrong spot.
I had to get an Uber from
Dang.
State Farm Arena to the Lakewood Amphitheater, and that's how I got there. And by the time I got there, Flo was already performing because she had 2 openers. She had Anicia and Flo. So I
Okay.
missed Anicia's whole set. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I
Man,
felt
shout out to
terrible about
them.
it. And I'm watching Kalani's set now.
Yeah.
I ain't tapped in with Kalani in a minute, bro. Like 2014 when she was doing
Yeah.
the song with Chance, the way you
Yeah.
right, I was that album, that 2015. You
Yeah.
should be. I was on
Oh, bro. Like,
when she
man,
was with Kyrie.
shoot, man, them times, bro, it seemed like, bro, dudes always talk about 2016.
Oh yeah.
Dudes love 2016 more than they love their own family, boy.
Man, you ain't lie. You ain't lie. But ironically, I was talking about it
Yeah.
last night. I was like, man, people are always gonna complain that the old
Yeah.
times always gonna be better.
Yeah,
Because I remember
man.
2016, people complaining that it won't 2012. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same
2012,
thing.
5-2. I was there, man. I
It's
discovered
always
our
the same
future,
thing.
man.
Yeah,
And
shout out
man,
shout out
man,
to the donut. Shout out
man,
to
shout out
Tyler.
Earl Sweatshirt, man. One of my favorite lyricists, bro, up there with the Jizza and Nas for me, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Mike G,
Yeah,
Marietta's
Mike
own.
G hard too.
Member
All
of
of them.
Future. He from Marietta. But yeah,
Yeah,
dang. Yeah. So Kalani goes up, right? So I'm
yeah.
watching Kalani and a girl from my high school next to me. So I'm like, oh, Sweat, what's
Oh,
good? we talking for like, you know, the show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she just decided to go. She's singing the song, she into it. I only know the old stuff. So Kalani
Dang.
performed the old stuff at the beginning of the show. I'm
Oh
like, I'm
man.
good now. I done heard the way. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. So
That's all.
it's like 9, 10. At this point, I'm like, I love low key get in there because it's like I
Okay.
can walk 30 minutes from the office all the way to State Farm.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock, I'm like, bro, I'm ready to just go back to the crib, watch some basketball, call it a night.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Bro.
I said, all right, twin, I'm gonna see you. She said, okay. I was like, I'm gonna hit you on Facebook. She said, all right. I hugged her, whatever, got my Uber. I went back home, bro.
You did?
And she messaged me on Facebook and said,
Yeah.
Kalani just brought Anicia out.
Oh
And
man.
Anicia just brought out Caribou. I said, oh my goodness.
Man, shout out BB Boo. She be the one, Solo the two. I ain't got a lot to prove, but a lot to lose. You gonna hear it. Hey, mixtape out Tuesday.
Oh, it's on the tape. It's on the tape. That
It's
line
on the tape. Yeah, man.
Shout out to K-Boo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Shout out to
For
K-Boo.
real, man. Shout out K-Boo, man. She's a beautiful soul too.
I felt like she changed the she definitely she brought something new to hip hop. Like
For sure.
that flow has never been heard before. That
Facts,
bro.
Facts, bro.
And I
Love
told her
her.
that because like it's like everybody doing it now, especially like some women. But yes, she definitely fathered all of those new rappers. That sort. Even if you don't want to claim it on No Jumper interviews. But yeah, man. Anyways, I was like, man, I cannot believe I left that show early to get some sleep or to beat the traffic because I had to Uber back when the whole time she was going to bring her back out. And you know what Kalani said? Kalani said, this is her hometown.
Yeah.
And when she performed, it was only like a quarter of the people here right now.
Dang.
So I'm going to bring her back out again. And
I think I seen that online, bro. I think I seen that because it did go viral. They was like, she real for that. Yeah, I remember, bro. I'm one of them dudes that try to scroll a little bit. I tweet what I gotta say, and then I get off.
Hey, no, 100%. You're protecting your peace. But look though, I say all that to say, Mike could have did the same. I'm just saying, Mike could have did the same thing.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah,
but Mike's so cool.
Yeah, that's real.
But he's someone like you said, like he's even younger than us, and he's 25 making this type of music.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he got coming up next. He gonna continue to grow and keep getting better. I believe in him. I believe in him.
Tell with like some of his pinball stuff.
Yeah,
and, he just dropped JBL, kind of like the secret tape and stuff like that. Like it's more the fun side, and you could tell he loves doing the fun stuff. But like when he does fun stuff, it's still conscious because like that's just who he is at the core. It's like he can't take that no matter how hard he tries. He's just a conscious dude.
Yeah.
Like so
you are who you surround yourself with, bro.
100%.
And he surround himself with some good people, bro. And that's how you gotta be.
Like you say, Tate, he's a more fun artist.
Yeah,
but
he
he's
is.
like kind of like smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like what how you pronounce his name? Castillo?
El Custo.
Cuso.
Yeah.
El Cuso kicking that funky to the. But yeah, shout out to Cuso, man.
Yeah.
But those guys, they make more fun music, but it's like at the base of it, they're still like
facts, bro.
Intelligent. It's some DMV stuff too. Like, cause shout out Foggy Raw. Foggy Raw is like, he on another level right now.
I saw him live one time. Yeah,
Foggy is different, bro.
But he had performed at my boy Seti show.
Oh, he performed at Seti? Shout out Seti Hendricks.
Man, shout out my boy Seti Hendricks. That boy, he know about that 904 to the 229 connection. Love you, brother.
Yes, sir. Shout out Jacksonville, everybody down there.
Yeah, Duval got Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Shout out my boy Lot, man. My boy Lot reconnected. With your boy Travis Hunter, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spent a year in Valdosta, so I know a little bit about like the area and stuff you was talking about, but for the most part, I was on campus most of the time, so I still don't know everything about the city, and it was only a year. But yeah, it's definitely like a beautiful community, and it gets real in some pockets of the city.
It do,
and it's a small town, but it ain't that small. Like,
I took some losses, fam.
Yeah, like
I took some losses.
It's 100,000. It's 100,000 people. Like And I've been in towns where it's 2,000, 5,000 people, something like that. So it's like But also, like you say, it's still
Yeah.
a city. It's still a
Yeah,
city at
still
the end of the day.
city. They think it's all country, bro, but they don't understand, bro. I know what's going on. You know,
100%.
it's like I'm going to continue to push, Valdosta, South Georgia. A lot of people fail to realize, or some people may know, Laser Dim from the 9-2. That's what I
Yeah,
call it. The two
Laser
two.
Dan from
The
Cordell.
yeah, I call it the 229, man. I call it the 229, but it's the 229, but I call it the 9. All South Georgia in the area code is the 9 to me. Albany, shout out to them, shout out Tipton, shout out all them, bro. Like I said, Laser Deal, Cordell, man, Cordell, city of the watermelons.
No, y'all in the
Yeah,
country for real, bro.
yeah, man.
When like Northerners think about Atlanta and stuff like that, and they just think me just the countryest folks. I'm like,
Dog.
bro, Atlanta is not country. Like,
Dog, I was
but
getting into behavior issues like
yeah,
in school in Georgia, and my mom sent me to live with my pops, and he lived in Alabama at the time. So I was there for like 2 years, bruh. Man, they start calling me Georgia, bro. I'm like, why y'all calling me Georgia, bro? I told y'all my name, bro. Like, nah, you from Georgia. You from Georgia. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. And it's like, man, where you from? I say, Valdosta. Where's that? Man, I'm from Atlanta. Nah, I'm like, nah, like, I just playing. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I still say Valdosta. I have to just break it down for them.
no,
Yeah.
100%. Like,
Yeah,
just
I've
say
never
Georgia.
been one of them dudes to just claim Atlanta, bro. I'm not finna move from like Nebraska and say, "Oh, I'm Italian now."
Nah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Valdosta people claiming Atlanta is crazy.
Yeah, bro. You might as well, bro. If you're gonna do that, bro, just say you from Jacksonville, bro.
Facts, facts.
We live an hour and
Facts.
like 15 minutes away.
So it was like my year down there. I had a class with this dude, right? And he
Yeah.
rapped and he wrote and stuff like that. And one time for a project, we decided to do a cipher for the project and
Oh,
stuff and get it on the thing. And so
yeah.
like the rapper was in our group, but the main
Yeah.
one who conducted it was another rapper. Shout out Corey Andrew. He's a dope artist, everything like that. I don't know if you know Corey. But yeah.
Sound
So
familiar.
Corey conducting it, he recorded music. He like the lead man. And then we had this dude that always write
Yeah.
in his notepad. And he
Mm.
said, he was like, "Yep, never recorded in my life." Like he was bragging about it. He was like, "Yeah, I just
Dang.
writing my thing." And then my mom, like, bro, like,
Yeah.
how people gonna find you? Like,
Yeah.
like
That's
you in
crazy.
Valdosta, like you could be the best rapper in the world right now, and no
Yeah.
one would know or care. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's the mindset a lot of people from small towns, smaller cities can take. So for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, just what was kind of like your mindset of like, yo, I'm not being limited by this small town mindset.
Literally just had a conversation with one of my friends, bro. Um, bro, I had to get out to get inspired, bro. I said, bro, I gotta leave this area, bro, because it ain't nothing but a bunch of like people that's gonna pull you down. You feel me? And like people don't in the black community, we really could be bad with that, bro. Like, what I'm saying? People don't believe it to you until they see you start doing things. And then that's when they be like, I always supported you, bro. And I'll be like, dang, where was this at? But it's just the fact there was not much inspiration was down. I found beauty in the city itself, but I wanted to see more. Like I'm big on art and stuff. Like I love art. I love art. That's one of my passions. And I love clothing and shoes. So I was like, man, let me get out, man, and go see more. And I started taking trips up to Atlanta all the time, bro, like every other weekend. And then I end up running it 2019, end up running up into this store called Full Circle Atlanta.
Shout out
And
full
then,
circle.
man, shout out to them. Just had the listening party there on Friday. Love y'all boys, man. You know what's going on.
I, I,
But
I lived right around the corner from Full Circle for a couple
that
of
that
years.
Bob that Bob Howell Mill.
Sir.
shout out to the mill. But
Sir.
but yeah, man. I'll take trips, man. Burning gas. But boy, that feeling felt so good, bro, to be able to talk to like-minded individuals. Because, bro, I came up off Tumblr, bro. I would see all these dope people on Tumblr, fam, and I would see like, bro, they so clean, bro. They got the style, bro. They got the HBA, they got the Pyrex.
100%.
Yeah, you got all that, bro. And then, yeah, so I end up just, I'm making that move. S- Stepped out on faith, and I look now, you know. So for
100%.
sure,
100%. Full Circle is like one of those cultural kind of like spaces,
yeah,
like especially for the underground scene. I know Dalen Gideon had his listening party out there.
yeah,
Caribou, like we was just shouting her out. She just had
yeah,
her signing. She kind of did like a little pop-up shop where she
Yeah,
does
pop
meet
up.
and greet over
Yeah,
there. Full circle, though, that community over there, they're so kind of resilient because
yeah.
like, you know, there was a sweep of people just breaking into those like
Man,
clothing
they
stores
so
and stuff like
lame,
that.
lame.
And people were suspecting it was like the same person because it happened like all within the same week.
Yeah,
The one at
yeah,
Atlantic Station and then
yeah,
Circle and then, you know, kind of like spun the block.
yeah. And they hit my homie at Collective Shop too, man. Shout out Tate.
Yeah, shout out Collective. Yeah, but that was
93
crazy.
AMG. Yeah,
But it's like they bounced back from that, made the news, reported on it. I know my boy Toby, I think he did a story on it and stuff like that.
yeah,
They're rolling out. My successor are rolling out. Shout out to
yeah,
Toby. Why Toby? But yeah, man, like for them to bounce back and still be hosting, you know, things like your listening party, still
yeah,
hosting things like Kara's thing and everything like that.
yeah,
It just shows like you can knock us
yeah,
down, but you know, Atlanta forever gonna rise and still
yeah.
be Atlanta.
Facts, bro. That's real, bro. And I love that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've always wanted to do through my art and my music, bro. You know, it's just build unity, you know, and I could take that back home with me when I go back to Valdosta. Cause they starting to see it, my family and the people that I know in the community, bro. Like they starting to see what's going on, and it's inspiring them, bro. Like I can't wait for you to hit this project, bro.
Yeah, no.
I said I can't wait to count a bankroll just to spend it in my community. Therefore, spark the younger minds, huh? Therefore, creating unity.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get your money, count a bankroll, go back, you know, spend it with the people you love in your community, and it'll spark the younger minds, the younger generation, and it'll create that unity.
We are what we see.
Absolutely, 100%. That's why I said, bruh, one of my homies said, "You ever gonna wear the diamonds?" I said, "Nah, bruh, that ain't what we from, bruh." You know what I'm saying? We don't we a lot of our culture is like we're right there. We the last city before Florida.
Yeah,
So it's like the last major city, but it's like locks, golds, wicks, everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick to the golds.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to shout out like your just kind of layout of everything like at the party. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Give me a
Yeah.
second, I'll pull it up. But like you had a nice kind of layout of like the merch that you had available at the listening
Yeah.
party. And you know, it also reminded me I want to shout out David X, you know, but you see right here
Yeah.
the physical CDs. Shout out David X, like I said, but also shout out to my boy Popstar Benny for sure.
Yo,
Popstar
shout out
Benny,
Pastor Benny. I just seen him
um,
last night. Love you, brother.
yeah, no, 100%. Cause Benny, he did his album release thing. He did a pop up at
Yeah,
Fonny Shop,
for
and stuff
sure.
like that. And like they had like kind of a merch collection thing, and then he was also doing a CD giveaway. And
Yeah.
physical media is so important, bro.
Yeah,
Physical
facts,
media is
bro.
so important. I guess like, see, there it is. Hey, hey, what they say? Hey, I
Hold
just
up.
found out my new perfect timing.
Heaven, heaven, heaven sent angel, bro. That's what it
Yes,
says. Heaven
sir.
sent angel. That's my label, my own label. That's me. Heaven sent angels. And Heaven sent angel is gonna be my debut album, which we plan on getting working on as soon as possible. Like I'm about to release a project. I'm already about to get back to work.
Hey man, I heard that. That's the only
So
way to
yeah,
go.
that's gonna be
But,
my first album.
but I wanted to ask you, man, what's the value of keeping physical media alive?
Man, you have to, bro. You want people to remember you for that, bro. You want to have them give them a physical copy of something, bro, and be able to carry with them. So when somebody asks them, they're able to spread that, you know, and be like, okay, here you go, here you go, here you go. That's like passing around a dozen spiritual books, and you know, you start a religion. You want to tell word of mouth is everything.
No, 100%,
That's like the movie Sinners, bro. Look how much money they making, bro. And
hundred
it's
percent.
a lot of it's coming from social media, aka a lot of stuff word of mouth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And it's like I don't know. I hate it when stores like Best Buy got rid of CDs and Target and everybody else kind of follow suit because it's like
yeah,
vinyl is the new thing now, and vinyl
yeah,
it looks cool on the wall, but it's like how
yeah,
many of y'all actually have record players? Like not
yeah,
a lot of y'all have record players, so what's the point of getting the vinyl? It looks cute, like nah.
yeah,
The CD quality, bro, like the way that you hear the music, I feel like it's hearing music in its purest form.
yeah. It's crazy,
And
bro.
we kind of need to keep that alive. On top of, like you said, having that physical memory of, like I
Yeah.
still have a physical copy of Because of Internet. Like
Oh,
I
that's
still have a
crazy.
physical copy of Born Sinner. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo,
so, it's like I remember this time I was like just getting out of high school, going to college. Like, I
Yeah,
remember that time, and I could look at it, hold it in my hands, and go back,
yeah,
as opposed to I click on other albums from 2018 that take me to certain place, but it's all like, digital. It's on the internet,
hmm
and you
yeah.
hear it, and it's like but it's not the same thing as holding it and seeing it for yourself. Like, I bought this
Facts,
for
bro.
myself off the rack in
Facts.
2013.
That's fire, bro. My first CD, bro. I had to beg my mom to buy it for me, bro. Was Ace Hood, the first Ace
Ace
Hood,
Hood,
the first Ace Hood album.
Ace Hood.
Bro, when I was on MySpace as a kid, which I should have been, my backdrop music was Cash Flow. I need it on time. I'm talking bankroll. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, I love that album, bro.
No, shout out Ace Hood. My first album was a cassette tape.
For real. Woo.
Yeah, hey, like you said, we getting up there.
We getting out there, boy. I ain't seen one of them in a minute, boy. Last cassette tape I seen was like 2004, 2005 with my
Yeah,
pops.
my
Yeah.
first album was Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow, Beware of the Dog.
That's the one with bounce with me, bounce with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his first
yeah.
album, the one with the Cleveland Browns jersey.
Yeah, that was hard. Now that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
cover
yeah.
that cover art legendary, bro.
Yeah, shout out Bow Wow for sure. But that was
Yeah.
my first album, man. So like I seen Bow Wow perform about a month ago,
Wow.
and like I don't know, bro. It's like,
That's
what I'm saying? Like
it's about Wheezy.
that was my first favorite rapper, bro. In life, that was
Facts.
my first
For
album, first
real?
favorite rapper. I'm rapping it,
Dang.
bro. Like I'm 7 years old. I'm the hottest thing around the
Uh,
mother. I was
man,
hyped. I was hyped. It was a great show. Shout out to the Millennial Tour.
man, it's crazy, bro. About Wheezy, bro.
He a legend, man.
He is, bro.
He a legend, man. Can't take it away from him.
Yeah, bro.
I want to ask you about like who are your top 5 Georgia underground rappers right now. I ask everybody who's a top 5 underground Atlanta rappers right now, but since you from Georgia, the state of Georgia, we'll expand it to Georgia for you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Man, my top 5, bro. Like right now,
Right now, underground.
man, that's killing it, bro. Like they have to be from Georgia.
Yeah.
Dang. Me, of course, I gotta throw myself on there. But I like Laser, because he bringing a different sound. Laser, Cable, um, man, you hit me with a question I wasn't prepared for, bro. And I prepare for interviews, bro. I know what not to say. Them boys be getting hemmed up on the other outlets. Man, I got only wanted to her once, but I never had a conversation with her. But she's definitely on the come up still. Like she don't have Anicia, gotta put her on there. Tony, you gotta throw Tony on there. Tony Snow.
So that's your 5. That's your 5. You liking that in?
Man. Yeah, I stick to what I know. Yeah, that's my
Okay, for
5.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's my
That's a solid
5.
5. That's a solid 5.
Yeah, that's my 5. Because a lot of people, they be transplants,
Yeah.
moving to Georgia, but it's a lot of dope talent.
Shout out to Himword and Alicia G. I feel like those are
Le-
2.
Lisa G Hart too.
Yeah,
Um,
but she from South Carolina, and Himword's from like I think he from like North Carolina. I think.
yeah, dang, bro, I forgot my boy. Can you make it 6, bro?
All right, 6.
Kenny Mason.
Okay, all right. So I feel like now Laser might be in this discussion too. I'll say Laser,
Mhm.
BK the Ruler, Kenny Mason, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Homicide. Anybody signed to Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
To me, they not underground no more.
Wait, Kenny Mason not underground no more?
No. He got a song with J. Cole.
Oh, he sure do. Dang, I sure did forget about that. Yeah. Well, I stick to my 5 then. Shout out to you, Kenny Mason.
Shout out Kenny Mason, man. Shout out to the
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the pups. Excuse me, my bad, pups. Don't get me. But for me, bro, right now I'm looking at like a list, something like because I think it's best rappers and then best artists.
Yeah.
So for like best rappers right now, bro, in the city, for real, underground. It's some variation of. I'm looking at Marco Plus, Suave, Ben Riley.
Oh, shout out to him too. He full circle fan too.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3.
Yeah,
And then, like you say, it's too tough, bro.
it is, bro.
Like I gotta put Tony in there. Like I have
You
Tony
gotta always have Tony on there, bro.
because Tony can like, yes, he make good music. Yes, his trap. Yes, his plug gets bounced. But like, he
Yeah,
really be saying some stuff.
you do.
So like Tony, but I got one more spot. So it could go to like Mercury. It could go to like Dalen Gideon. It could go to Veda. It could go to someone like you. It could
Yeah,
go to dang. You can
yeah.
go them boys from Alpha Records.
Oh yeah, man.
My boy, what's my boy? Archball Slim.
Yeah, go
Archball
crazy,
Slim can really rap.
man. I remember seeing all that takeoff in Atlanta, and I was like, man, I need to get that Atlanta, bro. It was
But you got
2014.
Archball Slim. You got Cootie Breeze that could get that 4th spot.
Cootie Breeze. I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah, shout out Cootie, bro.
Ethereal, you gotta put Ethereal on there with the beats.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talking about rappers. We talking about,
Rapping too. You get him put on there rapping.
all right, top 5 though. Like you got to think of the names I'm naming. I named Marco Plus Suave. I'm naming
if you
rappers.
oh, okay. Well, you know, shout out to East Hill.
Shout out E, of course. Like I said, like I'll put E with like if we're doing producer rappers in Atlanta, E definitely on that list
For sure.
And with Veda definitely on that list.
Veda beats go crazy.
Might
I
have
have yet to meet her. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Veda cool. She cool people.
Yeah.
Like, she mad cool. I met her a couple times. Like, and the first time I met her, and I was like, "Yo, this and that." Ooh. She was like,
Yeah.
"Cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some people, especially women, like they be.
Yeah.
No, she cool. She cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of cool people here, bro. For real, dog. That's the difference. A lot of people, man. You got the artists we was just having that conversation last night. Last night. You meet some of your favorite artists, bro, and they be like, "No, bro, I'm not gonna sign this."
Oh yeah.
I was joking with that. I said, "Man, it make you want to delete that nigga music."
As a playlist.
It make you want to delete all that music when they decline your request to do something.
You know who was cool too? Saba, bro. Saba was cool, bro.
Saba, that sounds familiar.
Buddy from Chicago. He out there in LA.
Oh yeah. I have to check him out.
He one of them ones, bro. Like I'm telling you, like them ones. Like these is elite level rappers that I'm naming.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of stuff, bro. I like ST Knack, bro. I like Mondo Slade. I listen to a lot of lyrical stuff, bro. Mondo Slade, that guy.
Will Hill is in that conversation too.
For sure.
Shout out Will Hill. The letter M is in.
Oh, I know him. That's my boy too. Shout out him, man.
East Side General. He's in the conversation. It's so many people that rap for real.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. I'll do a side note. We going long on the interview, but F it. It's a good conversation.
Yeah, we vibing, bro. You know, this genuine, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
Producer rappers in Atlanta or Georgia. You on that list. You on that list for me. You on that list for me. I gotta go. Like you said, E. But sometimes I hear people say ethereal, and then sometimes I hear people say ethereal. So like I'll just say ethereal.
Yeah.
Because I heard Playboy Cardi say my boy ethereal, and I'm like, isn't it ethereal? So anyway, I think ethereal for just like all he's done for the culture and stuff like that.
Facts, bro.
Shoot, do you put Key on the list? I don't know too many Key beats, but I know he made beats too.
I forgot about Key. Key do make beats too, I think.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I just met him for the first time a while back, and I, told him gave him his flowers, bro, for everything that he did. Because I remember seeing him on Tumblr, bro, the whole 2-9.
No, Key is connected to everything.
Yeah, bro, you have to, bro. I remember when I was talking to this girl, and she said they took a music class at GSU, bro, Georgia State, and somebody in the class, they were talking about music and Atlanta hip hop. They said, "How can you not bring up Key name? You have to. You always got to bring up his name."
Key is him, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, if I go underground Atlanta rappers and producers / producers. All right, Ethereal, Veda. I'm gonna go you for Georgia.
Yeah.
Because your beast is crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Tony be making some beats, bro.
Oh
On
man,
the low.
Tony be crazy.
He just starting. He just starting for real. But his beats
Bro,
go crazy.
that yell beat, bro. That's just so
Bro.
crazy.
Yes,
That
bro. Like he be
that
making some
808
like
crazy.
2005 Jeezy sounding stuff,
Yeah,
and I love it. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, please don't like try to make some like this new stuff like
yeah,
trying to stick up with the kids.
yeah,
Make if you want to make some 2005 Jeezy Gangster Grills, make some 2005 Gangster Grills Jeezy
yeah.
music, bro.
That's
Um,
hard. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Shout out Tony. So I'll put Tony at 5 for that. But
Yeah,
we need a 4. Who else make beats? And Suave make beats. Suave makes beats.
he does. I think, don't he?
Yeah, cause he was making beats with Metro Boomin in them.
Oh dang.
Yeah, he used to be signed to Metro Boomin. He signed to Def Jam now.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah.
Who make beats? They're raps. I don't know too many people who make beats and rap. I mean,
Yeah.
from Atlanta and underground right now.
Yeah.
If you know anybody else from Georgia, shout out to CEO Tally. CEO Tally, he made the beat for he made the beat for I'ma Get a Million. I'ma Get a Million from the Twins. It was like a hit them folk song in like
who I can shout
2015.
out producer wise? Like
He a producer, but he also raps.
Oh
Yeah.
man, dang.
Mexico Dro, I'm tweaking.
Oh
Mexico,
yeah, that's
Sunny Digital too. Well, no. Okay. I guess those guys don't count as underground. Sunny Digital and Mexico Dro.
I don't, bro. It's crazy, bro, because it's like I make my own beats, bro,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because dog, like me personally, like I check out people's music, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm an old head, bro, at heart, bro. Like I like to go back and listen to '90s music, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. But look
yeah,
though, like Mexico Dro, he got a song with Drake. Like he got a Drake placement. So it's like
for sure.
after that, you no longer.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
From Florida with Love.
Yeah, that's the one I'm about to say.
Yeah, with Plug.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Sunny Digital made Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like after that, I don't know if you can call them underground.
Yeah, man. That's the underground is just so like, bro, it's so huge, bro. Like, man, it's so many people, bro.
It's so many
wild.
different pockets of artists, bro. Like you said, the dude you just found out, who you say his name was, like SK Martin or something like that.
Oh, Mondo Slade.
Mondo Slade. Yeah, okay. Shout out Mondo Slade. Like you put me on him just in.
Yeah, he a rapper. Yeah, ST Nat.
ST Nat. Okay.
ST Nat. Yeah, he from New York.
Okay, salute.
So yeah, it's like not New York, but no, he's from Massachusetts.
Okay. But does he count for Atlanta and Georgia?
Nah, he don't. Nah.
All right, he don't count then. Ben Riley, he be struggling with like counting for New York. I know Nassan grew up here, but like Nassan was like, no, I'm a Detroit rapper.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Like I said, bro, it's so many producer rappers out there, bro, that is like, man, that's something that's becoming really popular, bro. Like it's starting to become.
Who would you credit that to?
Ye.
I was about to say Ye. You gotta
throw Ye. You gotta throw Ye.
People don't want to say it. I want to say it. It's Ye, bro.
You gotta say Ye. You gotta say Ye, man. But
shout out Pierre Bourne too.
Shout out Pierre. That's why I wanted to say him, but I was like, I know before Pierre was Ye, so Ye too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Being able to dibble dabble with beats is just, a lot of people that rap is different because a lot of people that rap I meet that say I rap but I can't make beats, or they say I try but it ain't good so I just rap, or they say I can make beats but I can't rap, So yeah.
Who be rapping? Or he like started making songs now. The dude that make a lot of Tony's Cash.
Oh, he rap now too?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he made a song on his last tape. His last tape, it opened up with his song, and then the rest of the tape was everybody else.
Oh wow. That's crazy, bro. I ain't even know that, bro. I learn something new every day, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you said, that's like darn near almost everybody now for real.
Yeah,
everybody makes beats.
Mercury, bro. Mercury make her beats too.
Oh, Mercury make her beats?
Yeah. That's one of my favorites right there too.
Shout out Mercury for sure.
Yeah.
Veda in our bag right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. My boyfriend, bro. One of my dogs from Valdosta told me, "Man, I'm in love with her, bro. You ain't even met the girl yet, bro." talking about some. Where's you from again?
I think she got a man, bro. That's
I
over with.
know, I know, bro. That's the thing about it, bro. I told these boys, man. I said, look, bro. Like, when I officially, because Lord knows I'm on the way. I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
put that in, set that in stone. Lord knows I'm on the way. I said, look, bro, coming from the nine, bro, where we from, bro, you
yeah.
start seeing these women, bro, and like you gotta understand, bro, like everything is just put things in perspective, like it's love, it's genuine friendships and connections with me,
You
bro.
got you
You know what I'm
gotta keep it
saying?
business,
Can't
bro. 'Cause
keep it business,
it ain't worth burning that bridge in that
Yeah,
relationship
facts, bro.
because
Facts.
Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
We doing but yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so I saw Lucille Gotti, she follows you on Twitter and stuff like
Oh yeah, shout out to
um
her.
I kind of want to ask you about like that entire connection. How'd y'all two kind of get connected type deal?
Uh Pop star Benny had posted about her
Ah,
a tape they had did, and I went through and I listened to it. And
you know whose tape it was?
who? Oh,
With the other artist, you know who that was?
who that was?
Steve G. Glover, Steve G. Lover.
Who that?
That's
Oh,
Gambino brother.
for real? Wait, she
Yeah,
did a collab tape with her?
yeah.
Oh, I did see
That's the
that
tape.
too.
That's the Pop Star Benny one.
For real? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dang, I didn't know that. See, once again, learn something new.
And Gambino make beats. He a producer rapper.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. But yeah, man, I just end up at her to like, yo, your joint fire. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. I'm never too ashamed to like hit somebody up and look them in their face and say, yo, you hard. Keep going up. And a lot of people, they like, bro, the underground could be very, very strange at times, bro. Like
Man, what?
they
Folks
know,
acting like they done been on. I said,
bro.
bro, why are you moving like you already on?
I'm too, and I mean this in the most respectful way, bro. I'm too humble for that, bro. Like,
100%.
bro, come here. Like I said, the dirt, bro. Like, one of my people came up here, a bunch of my people come up here, bro. They be like, dang, bro, is this what the Atlanta women look like?
Yeah.
Dang.
But look though, like you said with the love thing when you was talking about Veda,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
most of these folks, I say in the Atlanta scene. Now, one
yeah,
person, look, I'm gonna give you
yeah,
I'm gonna give you a request, on behalf of me.
yeah.
Mercury is one person I cannot get for an interview, bro.
For real?
She don't respond to me.
Dang,
It's her
dang.
and Tiva Fox. Those are two people like
I
don't do the
actually,
interview.
man, it's crazy you brought up her name, bro. I remember, man, I went through my tweets, bro, because I had to, had to do a little bit of rebranding, but
Yeah.
I was wilding back in them days. But man, I was going through my tweets, bro. Before I think she moved to Atlanta, but before, bro, I was talking to her like through social media, bro. I talk to people before they, get to, and that's a good thing because I always have my ear open to different places. Like I used to at her on Twitter, and we used to have like little conversations and stuff. So is
Who?
it Tiva?
Oh, Tiva. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
some
that's
of the some of the light skinned chick, right?
yeah, yeah. She with
Yeah,
Nassan. But I really want to talk to Tiva because
yeah,
she was making music before Kara and Anicia. I think
yeah,
Anicia been making music for a little bit.
yeah, and all their
But
homegirls and stuff. They got their little circle.
yeah. But
Yeah,
she was like the one that like encouraged Kara to make her first
yeah,
song, Money Counter, and
yeah,
in the same sense. And I think Tiva
yeah,
make beats. I think I might be guessing it at this point if I say Tiva make beats. But
yeah.
hold on. Let me look this up. You can go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, but definitely, bro. I do my best, bro. Put in the good word for you, fam. You show love to me, of course. So, I do my
100%.
best. That's me.
100%. Like I
That's
said,
me.
for those of y'all who didn't know how I even met Solo, I met Solo at the Tony show
Yeah.
at in December. And yeah, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I went to high school with Tony and everything like that. So Tony really opened.
Yeah.
He kind of like opened the avenue, I guess, for me even discovering a lot of the underground in Atlanta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just people he's been connected to and people I met through him and stuff like that. So shout out.
Yeah.
He's one person that never switched up, bro.
Bro, that's real, bro. And I told my family that when they was here, bro. Like they up there, like I don't be on Facebook, but I poke my head on there every now and then because I feel like Facebook is one of those apps and social media that they not all the way. they
but
they behind. They
it's like
behind.
it's like the hood of
They,
social media, bro.
yeah,
Like
and coming from where I'm from, it's the hood. So
it's,
you know that they live. That's the newspaper to them. My mama call
yes,
it.
bro.
My mama call it the newspaper, bro, because they find out everything, who did what, why, who took.
My great aunt, she called it TV.
She call it the TV,
She said, did you see Shad on the TV?
bro.
She
I'm
called it
telling
to
you,
my mom on
man.
my Facebook.
Like my mama literally just got on to me, bro. Like, yes, I'm a grown man, but at the same time, my mom be like, "You better watch what you post." Like, I literally all I said was, "Wow, man, my show." Well, I didn't say my show. My listening party went well. They called my mom, bro. My mom said, "What are you posting about? You better watch what you post." And she's like, "Your aunties told me you doing a good job." I'm like, you ain't even seen it yet, mama. You ain't even seen it yet. Like,
But
like,
I want to ask you, like,
yeah,
alongside those lines, bro. Like, you make a concerted effort of also not just consciousness, but like spirituality is kind of like at the base of a lot of your music. Being
yeah,
from the South, being from the Bible Belt, and stuff like this.
yeah.
Um, kind of, where are you with morality when it comes to spirituality and kind of your lyrics and lyrical content?
Man, definitely, man. It plays a major like part into my music and stuff, bro. Just believing in God, believing in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a witness to the things that can happen. Never being left. And like I said, bro, like this year alone, bro, I've been through some things, bro. These years, like, bro, like literally, bro, I've never, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to walk again, bro. I got into a bad accident.
What?
Yeah, I got into a bad accident back in January, bro, and like I didn't think
You ain't did no through the wire?
through the back brace.
It's on the next project. It's on this project coming
No,
out
I
Tuesday.
talk about it. I talk about it,
Okay,
man. It's on a song called "Take Me," bro. And I was
Mm.
talking about, it was like dang, I said I survived that crash. Yeah, I survived that crash. Mama told me, son, just pray, give it all to God. And I was like, man, wow. And I was like, that just means something to me, like, bro, for real, bro.
Yeah,
Like, my
100%.
mama told me I was gonna be great, bro. And I was in seminary school too as well, bruh. Like, going to church, I was like, I'm gonna take these classes. And the first thing the pastor told me that always stuck with me, bruh, was, you know, just because you get this degree or something and you basically become, ordained to be a pastor, but that don't mean go out there and start your own church, bruh. Your church can be your community. You could go out there and bruh, fam, that stuck with me, bruh. I don't know if you recognize, but I haven't cursed in the song since 2022.
I was literally thinking that because
Yeah,
when
I
I
haven't.
heard your music and
Yeah,
you were talking about positive things, I was like,
yeah.
I don't think he's cussing. And
I'm not cussing,
I was like,
bro.
but like I kind of kept it moving because I'm watching the Lakers game too at the same time. So,
Yeah,
but it was something I thought about at the back of my mind. Like, and so now that you bring that up, I'm like, I peep.
yeah.
I don't know. I give myself a pat on the back when I spot things like that. But
You're a
yeah.
great guy, man. That's fine.
Oh
You
no,
did your
don't do that. Don't do
research.
that. Don't do
You
that. Don't
did.
do that. Don't do
You
that.
what buddy say? Do your homework. Do your homework. Do your homework on Solo Z.
Do the knowledge. Do the knowledge,
Yeah,
bro.
facts, bro. But nah, bro, I survived too much to, put that negativity out there in the world, bro. We have enough people, talk about it, and a lot of, people say they just talking about their pain and they suffering. Yeah, you could talk about your pain and suffering, but you ain't got to inflict that on another human being. To each his own, but I would not talk about that.
You don't have to glorify it.
You don't have to glorify it, not at all, bro. Like I lost too much to the streets.
100%.
Shoot, I even lost my life due to the streets, but I'm gonna continue to, listen to the music. You'll hear it.
Wait, I was about to say, expound on that. You lost your life. Like, what does that mean?
I almost
Oh,
lost my life.
almost lost your life.
Almost
Okay,
lost
okay,
my life.
okay. Because when you said that, I was like, I mean, I'm talking to you right now.
Nah, bro. This ain't me, bro. This AI.
Hey, what feature say? You're not me.
It's not me. It's AI.
Oh man, shout out Future,
Man,
bro.
shout out Future, bro. That kid was like, Future, please.
Bro, I have to once again, but before we close, because we get into the ending now. So,
Yeah,
like I said, with Foggy, bro, I think Foggy is one of the best, like doing it right now. Like I think he's up
yeah,
because he shifted his sound from like a more
Yeah,
kind of mumble and stuff like that to more like spoken word over beats.
that's hard.
We were supposed to have something foggy.
Foggy, do an interview, bro.
Oh, I already talked to him a couple years ago and stuff like that.
For
I,
sure.
I I seen him at the Layla show. I went back home a couple weeks ago. I went to the Layla show.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I was
hard.
saying. I've been back home a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like, let me sit down.
man. Fam, just hit me when you in town, bro. Lunch on me.
100. Hey, say that. I'll
I
be
love I
down
love
there.
coffee, bro. I love coffee shops, everything, bro. We go chat it up, talk about life and stuff, bro. It's more than just the interview, bro. I consider you a brother, a friend,
Appreciate
bro.
it, appreciate it.
Definitely, bro.
But yeah, for sure. Like, I'll be in Atlanta for most of, not to like
Yeah,
put my business out on it, but most of the summer, I'll say it like that.
yeah, facts.
I feel like that's vague enough. So, but yeah. So
Yeah,
Foggy, I think he wanted to do it in person because he was like in Atlanta. Because I met him. I seen him again at the Layla show, and he remembered me
yeah,
from the interview a couple years ago. I was like, oh snap,
yeah,
you remember me? And I was
yeah,
like, bro, let's do it again. He said, what's your gram? I said, I ain't been on the gram in a year. So I got his number, and I was texting him trying to set it up because he just put out the joint with Mana Leo, and
yeah.
and he was
I
like,
seen that.
you trying to do it in Atlanta? And I said, bro, I won't be in Atlanta until the end of May. And then he
Thanks,
stopped
bro.
texting back.
Yeah.
But we gonna get it set up. It's gonna happen. If
Hey,
you
bro,
watch
it
the
get
interview,
it
we
get
got set.
busy, bro. Like I
Yeah,
used
100%,
to,
100%.
bro. When I was first, like years ago, bro. Like I was getting like different artist numbers, bro, and
Yeah,
I was like, "Dang, bro, I just text them, bro. They ain't respond back."
yeah,
And now that I'm becoming like getting up there to that point
yeah,
now, bro, it's building up. I'm starting to realize, bro, I got to every week I put out a schedule. I do my own schedule with me and my manager, bro, and
yeah,
what I'm doing for the week, bro. And dog. It's so much, fam. And
yeah,
my best friend came up here from Valdosta, bro, for the listen party. He said, he's like, this basically like a day in the life. I get to kick it with you, bro. Dog. He's seeing how much stuff I do, bro. And one day that man was falling asleep, bro.
and you independent too.
Bro, I'm independent, bro.
Like Foggy's independent.
Bro, my merchandise, bro, I created all that myself.
No, that's crazy.
I created all that.
Shout out once again. Shout out David X. Oh, okay. David X is a producer rapper in the underground. I'll put him in that top 5 list.
Yeah, that's
That'll be my
hard.
top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
And
that's
David,
hard, bro.
he's the DJ for Kenny Mason.
That's hard, bro. I have to check him out.
Yeah, he was as a kid, he was one of the kids in the remember the Crank That video where the 2 little boys in the office and they doing
One of
Soulja Boy, and he
them.
said Soldier Boy. Who's Soldier Boy? One of them is David X.
I'm surprised he didn't say, yeah.
But yeah. For sure, shout out David X because
Yeah,
David X
facts.
does his merch, and it's like he got this thing where he got a keychain, and it's like if you
Yeah.
tap the keychain against your phone, then it take you to the link of the album.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah,
Man, you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
know who honestly got me to do, like, who inspired me to do my own merch, bro?
Who?
Man, I went to a concert back in 2023 as well. Rock Marciano.
Oh,
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, he really
see this,
cool.
but this is why I was talking about Solo when I said them rappers, like
Yeah, I
you was
love
naming
Rock.
people, artists and stuff like that. But when I was like naming like Ben Riley and Suave
Yeah,
and who else?
yeah, I
Jalen
love
Giddings,
Rock.
rappers.
Yeah,
Mark
man,
Marciano, one of them
one of my favorites right now.
for sure.
Yeah, Jay Worthy, man. I talked to his manager, bro, and just seeing how they do things business wise, bro. It was just inspired me to do my merch. So I said, bro, I did my merch, bro, and it turned out very well at the listening party, bro. God is amazing.
No, 100%. Always.
Yes.
Always. All right. Let me see if anything else. I think that's pretty much it I have for you, Solo. Solo, if you want to give us a verse from the project right now, because I know you've been breaking out a couple of the bars and stuff like that throughout the interview. So if you want to give us an entire verse, feel free to give the
If
people
I
like a little.
okay, bet.
Say that again.
Can you still see me?
No, I couldn't see you a second ago.
All right, bet.
I can't see you right now.
Bet. Can you still hear me? Can I give you a verse real quick?
Yeah.
Bruh,
We'll do it like this. I'm gonna go on mute and I'll let you if you need to be off camera to make sure you get all the words right. Go ahead. And do
yeah,
that.
I want to, bro. 'Cause I want to make sure y'all feel this.
All right, here we go. Solo.
Wait 1 second. One second.
Okay. Solo Zay in the building, man. Produced by Solo. This is
Okay.
a verse from his upcoming project that comes out on Tuesday, correct?
Yeah.
On Tuesday.
Hold up 1 second.
Also, in the meantime, as you bringing that up, what went into your decision to release it on a Tuesday?
Release it on Tuesday. All right, let me
Yes.
get back on camera. I'm not big enough yet, honestly.
Oh,
I'm not big
yeah.
enough yet to be real, but I will be soon. So basically, labels put their artists albums out on Fridays to give it the weekend and stuff to play. But me, I drop mine on a Tuesday to give it a full week. I want you
Yeah.
to digest it throughout the week. So Tuesday, that's one of the reasons. And the other reason was so I dropped Harder Than Nine This One back in September the 9th, 2024. So September 9th, 2024, 9-9. So nine harder than nine, the nine. That's what I did. So
Ah,
yeah. So harder than nine this one. And so I did April the
29.
29th. So 429. I created my own thing. So when you say 429, I did the 4-229. 4-229. 4-2-9.
That's hard.
Yeah, so that's what I did. But yeah, man, I'm definitely give y'all a verse, man. It's gonna be really good. I'm sorry I do it on camera, bruh, but I
You
just
good?
want
You
to make
good?
sure y'all
Hey,
feel it
get
first,
the words right. Get the words right.
Are you ready, my brother?
Yes, sir. Hold on. I'm sorry. My battery went out. My camera battery went out. I got to switch to the laptop.
Yeah, switch your laptop. Bet that.
Yeah. There we
All
go.
right, you see me for sure. You ready, fam?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Shout out to my boy for real. All right, this is what it sounds like when you made it out the trenches. Know my mission.
Hold on, twin. He done left. Solo? Solo. Let me take Solo. He done left. He done in the middle of the verse. In the middle of the verse. Solo, you out. Solo, join back. Solo, join back. This is live. She respond back. Solo's gonna join back in a second, man. I'm about to get back to these NBA playoffs before we get okay. Solo's back. Solo's back.
For sure, you can see me.
Yeah, I can see. I can see you.
Hey, can you still see me?
No, I can't see you no more. But like you
All
said,
right,
just go with the lyrics.
all right, okay. This is what it sounds like when you made it out the trenches. Know my mission, serve my purpose. Let go burdens. Now we working like a Jesuit. Hard times I done been through it. Passion in my veins. Let the vibe run this course. Let the vibes run this course. I'm God's child, well for sure. Forever keeping my heart and mind so pure. Mama told me I've been destined for. Always bound to win. And everywhere I go, they go remember my name. Solozations back in the day, still the same. Never changed. I'm gonna forever show some love cause I made it out the mud. Never bend, never break, never fold. Been a long road, now we finally here. I ain't talking sports, dog, but I brought some Niners up in here. Baby say she need a soldier, well, I'm really one of them. No matter where I go, baby know I'm him. Straight up out that nine, where it's perfect time, so go ahead and let me shine like an angel. No, I'm protected, still keep that Smith& Wesson. Swear I'm never stressing, this life a blessing. I can't take a L, but it really be a lesson. Such a blessing, oh for sure. I can't wait to count a bang roll just to sprint it in my community and spark the younger minds. Yeah, therefore creating unity.
Yes, sir. Solo, man.
I
Solo
mean,
said
I
we ain't
said,
playing football on the bay, but I got the Niners with me. Hen.
hey,
Shout out to
I
Russell.
I
Hen.
slipped on my words, bro. I'm just so excited, bro.
You good, you good, you good, you
I slipped
good.
on
We
my
got the
word.
point. We got the point.
I said I ain't talking sports, dog, but I brought some Niners up in here.
Niners. Come
So
on,
when I
man.
say that, bro, no matter where I go in this life, bro, best believe it's gonna be some people from the 229 with me.
And shout out to the Bay. Shout out to the Wave Coast. Like I said, shout out to
Yeah,
Lil Russell.
yeah. I ain't
Shout
talking
out to
sports,
Colin
dog.
Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick, hey, take a knee, bro.
They take a knee for the Niners, hen.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
talking Kaepernick when I say I got the Niners,
Yeah,
hen.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like to
that was a
write my
bar.
I like to write my stuff out, bro, and just take my time to think about it, bro. A lot of people punch into each his own, but I like to focus, bro. I usually read a little bit before I rap, so
That's fire. That's fire.
yeah.
No. But I appreciate the verse, man. Solo. Shout out to Kenny Moore, man. Shout out Valdosta, man.
Shout out Kenny Moore, man. He be doing a lot for the community, bro.
For
Kenny
sure.
Moore, I'm gonna be down there, bro. I'm gonna try to do a turkey drive or a toy giveaway soon.
Yes, sir. There it is. Solo X Kenny Moore Turkey Drive. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
come
You heard it here
on,
first, man.
come
Doing it
on.
for South Georgia, doing it for 229, man. Doing it for the
Yeah,
Niners.
man. I can't wait for you to do a review on this project and let me know what you think, fam.
For sure.
Tuesday,
For sure. For sure.
Heart of the
Tuesday.
Nine Disc 2, dropping 429 at 2:29 p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, intention. We love to see it, man. I'm
Yes.
Rashad Milligan as always, man. Solo in the building. Y'all make sure y'all check out that project on Tuesday, man. Hey, until next time, y'all please take care of yourselves.
Lowndes County, we here.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Enjoy Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't
quick question?
ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.